starting up.
I need to.
Okay, we've started the broadcast. So my name's Jeff Gregg. I've got with me two other people who are screen sharing with me. One is Reg and the other is Diane. I'm doing our fourth session on our Gimp training. Reg has just had to change to a different computer. He hasn't got Gimp installed on his computer, so he's starting to install it now. Is that right, Reg?
No, I'm going back to the other computer.
Okay, all right. But if it hangs,
because I can't install it on this one while we're in this webinar.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Of course you can.
Okay.
It'll just be a little bit slower, but you can do it if you want to. It's up to you. All right. Okay. Righto. One thing I will mention when you're screen sharing, if you could do something with me, and I'll just have a quick look at Reg's screen while he's screen sharing there. On your screen where you're screen sharing, Reg, up the top of it, there's a little box, a little red box.
Right.
And on that, you can click on Hide Participants, I think.
I've clicked on
that.
it.
Yeah. It means that little thing that'll disappear, which means there, so the participant part of the screen doesn't appear at the bottom. So you get your whole screen rather than having the, if you're looking at somebody else's screen, you don't get all that coming across. All right, and I'll do. Hopefully, I can do that when I'm going through. I'll just try. I can't do that. Hide participants. Yes, I can. Okay. All right. Looks like it's working. Are you there still, Diane?
Yes, still here.
Okay. All right. Right out. So when I'm showing other people's screens, I might be able to hide the participant's screen. I don't know if I can. Anyway. All right. Oh, yeah, there's the one for there. So I'll hide that one. There we are. And they're all gone. Now, that's much, much better. I can see now that we're doing this. When I'm doing the live broadcast, I can. I've got your whole screen in the bottom of the screen. Now, Reg, somebody's. I'm getting feedback from somebody.
I'm just closing the other computer, Jeff.
Okay.
And I've got it on the other one.
Okay. I'm on your screen at the moment, Diane, so can I ask, in addition to having Gimp going, if you can go to, just so while Reg is still starting up, if you could start up my web page as well. So you need to click on the Google the Google Chrome down the bottom of the screen, and then add a new tab. Click on the add a tab there. Oh yeah, and then just type in jeff.greg.net. There, that'll do. I've got enough of it there. It's all there. It's already complete. Just press enter.
Which one is it? I never know which one to go. Is it the bottom?
Click on the top one that's already completed at the top. It's already completed. Just press the enter key. Okay. So it's coming up with a My page. So if anybody's interested in how to get any of my training, it's all on this page here. Scroll down the bottom, and the last one at the bottom says Gimp training. The last green one. Left-hand side there, Diane. Gimp training, click on that. Okay. And there we are. There's the Gimp training. Just by the way, for anybody else that's interested as well, there's we've got session 1, session 2, session 3, session 4. That's the one we're currently recording, the session 4. Don't do that at the moment. If you to click on that, it'll call up another screen. You can see what we're actually doing at the moment, but we don't need to do that. All right. I will quickly just jump back to Reg's screen, see where Reg is at. All right. Okay. Reg is gone, and Reg has come back on again. Okay. All right, you went away and come back again, Reg.
Yeah.
That computer's still hanging, is it?
No, I'm trying to, I'm on the sharing. Oh, I need to click screen share and share.
Yeah. What?
And I'm loading Gimp.
Okay. Okay, started.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Gimp.
All right, you got Gimp going.
Yeah, we
All right, if you just have, if you want to just click on Diane's screen for the minute, Reg. All right, and in the screen we've got the she's got the 3 sessions that we're doing there.
Yes.
The 4 sessions we're doing. So if you ever, by the way, if you ever want to go back to this, you go to my webpage, which is jeff.greg.net.au. Go to the bottom one entry, which is the Gimp training, and this will bring up this page. And you can go back and look at those previous sessions, right? So when this is finished, if you want to go back, you click on that thing under the 4th, don't do it now, but under the 4th session, you can go back and watch the recording, okay? Now, the other thing I want to, yeah, you had a question?
No, I just answered yes.
Okay. All right, if you just want to scroll down that a bit, Diane, we've got from known to unknown. Scroll down a little bit more. Okay, what is Gimp? Go down a little bit more. Learning material, installing Gimp, right? The Gimp user interface. Keep going down to the next heading. Keep up the headings. How to restore the default toolbox in Windows. Gimp. If you ever lose your things in Gimp, you need to go back and do that. And I want to do this one today, which is how to learn each tool in detail. And I've got written there, by detail I mean every possible option of the tool. So we can read that a bit later on, but I've got a suggested learning procedure there. So rather than reading through that, I'm just going to actually do it rather than reading through that. So, but I'll just read the first couple of things. Is number one is to test the detailed function of an image will not matter if you lose it. So if, in other words, if you're learning something in Gimp and you want to do something on an image and you spend a lot of time working on this image, make a copy of it before you do it, right? So, or make sure you don't do it on the thing that you don't, or do it on something you don't particularly care about, all right? And also number two there, if it requires specific shapes, colors, sizes, etc., make sure your test image has those. So we're going to just do the paint thing today, and we don't need any image at all to be able to paint something from scratch, right? So that's all right. So the next thing is to observe the image as it is before you start. And the next thing is it's sometimes worthwhile making a copy of what you're going to be doing before you do it. Because one of the things I've found in Gimp is when you're doing something, if you do it and you look at the screen, it doesn't look any different. And there may be a subtle difference as to what's happened. So sometimes it could be a good idea to copy it, and you can obviously do it. You can actually use Gimp itself to copy your screen. We'll show you that in a minute, perhaps if I get a chance to do it. But anyway, make sure you do a copy. So I'm not going to read any more about that. But also you'll notice at the bottom of that, under point number 14, it says Gimp tutorial beginners, how to use new brush tools and dynamics. And it has a link there. So we may go and have a look at that video a little bit later in this session, okay? So we won't do it at the moment, all right? But to do what we want to do, I want to start with a clean canvas, so we'll show you how to do that. So Diane, if you can click back on your Gimp screen, and I'll make sure Reg has clicked back on his Gimp screen as well. I'm just quickly going to go back there and go to Reg's one. And you were looking at Diane's one, Reg. Now, if you click back on your Gimp screen, Reg. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Now I use, yeah, you've got a very relatively small screen there. That's why it's echoing everything all the time there, Reg. I'll just do it on Reg's screen. If you want to start on your screen, you can both start on this. If you go up to File, and click on File. That's right. And you go down to New and click on New. And it says create a new image, and it opens up a screen there, and it says create a new image, and it's probably got a width and a height, and you can do things on there, and just click on, both of you click on OK on that, and it gives you a new screen. Now Reg, just so you don't get all this echoing, if you just want to make that screen full size, You know how to make your screen full size? That image, yeah, that's it. Click on there. There we are. Okay, you got a full size image in there. Okay, righto. I'll switch back to Diane's to make sure Diane's is the same thing. Okay. Okay. Yours is much the same, Diane. You've got yours full screen as well. Okay. No. Whoops. I haven't. Yes, there you are. Yours is your one there. Okay. So yours is a full size too. So the tool we're going to be using today, and I'm looking at Diane's screen now, Reg. The tool we're going to be using today is the paint one. So how do we get to the paint thing? How could you get to the paint tool, Diane?
Go to tools.
Yes, that's one way.
Then go to paint tool.
Yes, and then what?
Go across here to paintbrush.
Yep, there you are. That's it, done. Click on that. What's another way? Now you've done that, if I can go to Reg's screen, all right, we'll have a quick look at Reg's screen and I'll jump back to that. So I'm showing that. Yeah, hold on a second. Those people that are watching this, it takes me a little bit longer because I'm doing the directing of this. So I'm directing two screens at this stage. So we'll get yours to do it the other way, Reg. If rather than going up to the tools and the menu to do it, what else way can you do it?
Well, I just clicked on the paintbrush first of all, and then dragged it out. As you can see my screen,
okay,
the paintbrush is right there.
Can you just do that again, Reg, and click on the paintbrush? Go over to the paintbrush so people can see it. There we are. You've clicked on that. Okay.
Yep.
Click on it. Now you move into the area that you want to draw on, and that's it. Okay. All right. So, by the way, you can't draw outside that square that you got there.
Okay.
You can only draw inside that square, right? Okay. Right. Now, how do we know what colour we're going to be painting? That's the first thing.
Well, we'd have to go up to the colour choices. I presume.
Yeah, but if you didn't know what colour choices you've done, where on the screen do you think it will show you the colour that you're going to be painting?
Well, you could go to colours, or you could go over here to the left. No. Okay.
Over here, hold on. You're taking over here, Diane. People can't see your screen at the moment. I'll quickly jump back.
To the left of my screen on the toolbox tool options site, there's a selection of colours.
Well, you've got, no, if you put your pointer on it, it says select by colour tool. Yes. Select regions with similar colours. That's selecting a colour that way. Right? Okay. Now, if you look below all those tools, there's a black box and a white box. If you move your pointer over to the left of it, Diane, and point at it, on that black box here, if you leave the pointer there, it says foreground and background colours. The black and white squares reset colours. The arrow swaps colours. Click to open the colour selection dialog. Okay, so it's currently black. So that means that's your selected colour. Okay. So if you go into your rectangle, Diane, into your rectangle, and you start up near the top left-hand corner somewhere. No, not right in the corner, a little bit down, a little bit. And you click your mouse and drag to the right. Watch what happens. Now let it go. Okay, so what colour did it do it in?
Black.
And why did it do it in black?
Because it said over here that I'd got black as my reset colour.
Okay, all right, good. Okay, rightio. And okay, the other thing is too, I'll just go back to Reg and get you to do a similar sort of thing. Reg, or have you already done that?
I've already done it.
I'll have a look at your screen. Okay, so I'll go to Reg's screen. I'll half go between Reg's and your screen as we're going along. Okay. Interesting. Yours is all black, Reg.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I just dragged it across and let the mouse go, and it all went black.
Okay. I don't know why it shouldn't have done that. It should have only drawn a thing. Press Control Z, Reg. It's back to white now. Do it again. Click on the black. Okay. Go into the thing. Oh, I see. Yours is for some reason or other, it's got a big black box. Yeah, hold on. I don't know. You don't seem to have the right tool. That's not the paint tool. Go back and click on the paint tool again. No, the paint tool. Go up to the paint tool. Click there.
Paintbrush tool.
That's right. Click on that.
Yeah.
Now come back into the rectangle.
Yeah.
Okay. Now inside the rectangle. Now drag across.
Click.
Yeah. Click and drag across. There we are. It's worked. Okay. Good.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So that's the simple paints, and obviously to change colour, we simply go across. So if you do this, Reg, and go up and click on where the big black box is there, and click on it once. What happened? Nothing's happened.
Nothing.
Have you clicked on it?
Yeah. Clicked on it.
Nothing's happening. Why is nothing happening? You click on it again. Oh, there we are. It took a while for my screen to come up.
Oh, no, I held the mouse.
That's all right. It's happened now. Okay. Righto.
Okay.
So you've got a change foreground colour selection thing, right? And
Yes.
what you can do is you can slide up and down and change to a different colour, right? Click on the blue area, for example. Now, on that bit on the right, click to the blue area. No, the one that's the one in the middle. No, the one to the left, more to the left, in between the big colour box and the one that's vertical. That's it. Click in the blue area there. Notice it gives you shades of blue.
Right.
If you click on the green area, that'll give you shades of green.
Yes.
Click on the red area, it'll give you shades of red down the bottom.
Yes.
Okay, or yellow, sort of. So now, by the way, you can't just leave it at that. You've then got to click on the actual big square box somewhere in that. The one above it, go up a little bit. Click that, no, there. Click on something there. And when you do that, watch what happened. What happened?
It's changed the colour below it, current and old.
That's right. So it's indicating that was your old colour, and that's the current colour.
Correct.
So if you click on OK there, okay. Now go in and draw on the inside. No, go in and draw on your palette. That's it. And drag. There we are. Good. Okay. All right. So I'd like you to both have a go at changing colours and draw 3 or 4 different lines at different colours. Have a go at doing that. You have a go at Reg and change the colour. Try different colours and see what happens. And I'll go back to Diane's screen. So Diane's got some blue ones.
Yeah, I've got a blue one too.
Oh, you both think alike. You both want the same sort of colour.
True.
Okay. All right. Diane is an artist, obviously, because she's being very, very creative. What is that, Diane?
It's
okay, try get us. Go for another colour again.
I want to get back to the black. How do I get back to the black?
Okay. Well, if you want to get back to the black, you'll notice the well, you've got that hue thing right up the top. Well, there's an interesting question, right? If you click on that hue up the top, which is hue, click on that, you'll notice that's changed it to black, right? Okay, yeah. But it may not be exactly the same black colour you had before. Okay, click on OK and draw something. Click on OK and draw something down there. Okay.
It's green.
Is it the same black?
No, it's green.
It's greeny. It's got a greeny tinge. Okay. All right. Now there's an interesting factor. One of the things is, just by the way, if you can grab the window at the top there, Diane, and drag it, you know, the whole window, and drag it so I can see the resizing tool, and do the minimized, do the restore down a little bit, so it's a small, slightly small. No, you know, you've done minimized. Restore down is what I wanted.
Is that one?
That one, yeah.
That says maximize.
Okay. Okay, go click on. Okay. All right. Okay, that's all right. So you already stored it. Just drag it up a little bit so we can see the bottom of your window. No, it's too big. You might have to resize, make your window a little bit smaller. You know how you can grab the top of it and drag it down? No, not that window. No, that's not the window. The window is right at the top. Grab it right at the top and drag, make it a bit smaller. No, that's not your window. Your window's right out the edge. Come right up to the edge. Right up the top of the window, right up the top of where it says untitled in colour. Right up there. No, you've got the other one. No, right up the top. That's it. Higher again. Higher again. Bring it down slow. You want to make it less deep. No, don't close it. No. Go right up to the top. So it's right up the top of that window. And it'll change to a double arrow. Now drag down a bit. That's it. Okay. Now let it go. Now drag the whole thing up a bit. The reason I wanted to do this, drag the whole thing up a bit. Okay. At the bottom, notice you can see the status line at the bottom of there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now put your mouse pointer in the middle of the back in the middle of the screen again. The middle of where you're drawing. Okay. All right. It doesn't say it on yours. Interesting. No, you and somehow you've grabbed the move tool. Go back to click on the paint tool again. No, it's under tools. If you want to grab it that way, it's under tools. Paint tool, paintbrush. Paintbrush. That's it. Okay. Okay, now put the pointer in the middle of the screen again. Notice what's written at the bottom of the bottom of that window. Right down the bottom. What does it say next to that? It says
click to pick a colour.
What's it say? Okay, all right. Okay, so what that is, one of the things in the middle of using any of the painting tools, whether it's, it's a paintbrush or a spray paint or something like that, you said before, I want to go back to the colour, right? If you put the pointer on that first black line that you did, put it up onto the black line. Now it'll be exactly the same colour as you had before. Now try drawing. Now it's exactly the same colour. Now let's say you wanted to go to exactly the same blue. Put the pointer on the blue bit. No, the blue bit that you drew before, the blue bit. Now click there. Okay, unfortunately, when you clicked it, you moved it. It did a thing. Now go back into the blue, but don't move the pointer. Hold it still. Now click the left mouse button and watch what happens on the left-hand side. No, you're moving the mouse. Once again, move to an area that's blue and don't move the mouse and click it once.
I'm doing exactly what you say, and all it's doing is putting that colour in dots.
Oh, sorry, I've done the wrong thing. I mentioned the wrong thing. Sorry, you put the dots in. I'm not reading what it says. What's it say at the bottom of the screen? It says, you read it out to me.
Click to pick a colour.
No, it doesn't say that. Read that again. Read it again.
Try Shift for a straight line, Control to pick a colour.
Okay, so put it on the blue. Okay. Hold the Control key down and click. And it picks a colour. Okay. Now you change to blue. Okay, if you want to go back to that greeny black that you had before, put the pointer on that, on the greeny black one, and hold Control and click on it. Actually, you did that. Interesting, you did that on a white area, and it picked the white colour. You've got to be right on it. You've got to be right on it. Notice when you're doing it, it's changing the colour of the foreground. Can you see this, Reg? Can you see us doing this, or we lost yourself?
I'm fiddling with my picture.
Okay. I'll go back to your
how
one.
do I see that?
I'll go back to your one and we'll get you to do the same thing. Okay, righto. So I'll go back to your screen. I'm going to go back to there. The Reg's one. Oh, Reg has been quite creative. Should have a look at, go and have a look at, click on Reg's thing at the bottom, Diane, and see what Reg has done. Reg is very good because you've got multiple colours there. So Reg has got lots of colours. So we'll show you how we pick the colour, Reg. And notice at the bottom of your screen it says the same thing. For example, you've got that purpley colour around the outside. Put the pointer on the purpley colour. By the way, click on OK or cancel. You're halfway between changing colours. Click on OK or cancel. Okay. So you've already got a purple colour. Let's say you wanted to change to that red that's on the circle on the right-hand side. Put the pointer on the circle of the red, on the top right-hand corner of your image, that one that's a circle with the purple dots coming. Put it on the red. Hold the control key down, and while holding the control key down, look at the colour over on the left-hand side that's currently set at purple. Hold the control key down and click. Watch what happens. No, you haven't done it. Hold the control key down and click.
Oh, right-hand side.
No.
Right hand.
No, not right mouse. No.
Oh,
put the pointer back on the red again. Put the pointer back on the red bit. No, you're on a purple bit. Go up a little bit higher. Go to where you've got some red. Up a bit higher. Oh, that one will do. Okay. Okay. Hold the control key down.
Yes.
And press and click. Look at your colour selector over the left-hand side. What colour is it now?
Red.
That's because you selected that colour. Okay, so now try drawing something. No, it's red. Okay, let's say you wanted to select the green. Have a go at selecting the green. Control, click.
Control and click. And
let's change to green. Okay. So Diane asked me the question before, how can you change colour? If you want exactly the same colour you used before and it's already on your drawing, you can do that. Or if you've got obviously a photo and you want exactly that colour off the photo, you can copy the colour off the photo simply by clicking on it, clicking that particular colour. You've obviously selected the white one there. Right? Okay.
Well,
now that's that.
It's changed to white. Oh, I must have clicked on the white.
Particularly while you're holding on the white. That's right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. Now I'll quickly jump back to Diane's screen. Okay.
Yep.
Righto. And what we'll want to do is, Diane's done lots more things since we left her. Diane's got all sorts of yellow things and stuff like that. Okay. Righto. If you want to watch Diane's screen on this one, Reg, or you can have a go doing it yourself as we're going through it. I can see both screens at the same time. Well, yep. When I do this, I can't see. Whoops. Hold on. I pressed the wrong button there. Almost disconnect us from the broadcast. Okay. Diane, this time, what's the other thing it says at the bottom of your screen?
Click to paint.
Where it said,
click to paint. Try shift for a straight line. Control.
Okay. It says try shift for a straight line. When you're drawing on something, you're drawing raggedy lines. If you wanted to draw a straight line, let's say you wanted a straight line right across the bottom of what you want there. Let's change to a red colour. Can you select a red for me? Click there. A red, yeah. No, you have to click in the big. No, you have to click in the. Oh, that's good enough. Ready. That's all right. Not a problem. Okay, now come onto the screen. Put the pointer somewhere on the screen. No, don't draw. I don't want you to draw anything yet. I want you to draw a straight line at the bottom of the screen. Okay, so be there. Now hold the shift. No, roughly up a little bit. Up. It doesn't really matter. Anywhere you want. Hold the shift key down. Now drag. Watch what happened. Click somewhere again. Click somewhere. Click there. Now move the mouse away. Move the mouse away from that point. No, leave it on the drawing thing. Move it onto the drawing thing. Now move to the other side of the screen. Hold the shift key down and click. Okay, nothing happened there. Okay.
Well, I got a line. I got a line, but yeah, there it is.
Okay, notice it's a dead straight line.
Yes.
So you can, if you want your lines to be dead straight, you can do that by holding the shift key down. Okay. All right. We've only done a very, very few things. You tried the shift one, Reg. Have a go at your one.
Hang on, Jeff. I've just got the phone ringing.
Okay. Can I ask you to mute your microphone while you're doing that, Reg?
Yes.
Is Kate Teresa here?
Oh, yes, Kate.
Hey, look, I'm in the
Reg, can I ask you to mute your microphone?
This one that's to
We don't want to hear your conversation.
Yes, I think so. Okay.
All right. The guy's name's
I've muted Reg's microphone, Diane, for the time being. So when Reg comes back, when you hear me later on, Reg, if you want to, we don't want to hear your conversation, what's going on, so I've muted Reg's microphone, so we won't be able to hear Reg for the time being. Okay. All right. Back to you, Diane. I'll look at your screen on. You can hear me, can you?
Yes.
Okay. What we'll do is I want to do some more things. So we've got, I'm on Reg's screen, I'm on your screen. So to be able to do some things I want to do now, I suppose we can probably still doing it. You'll notice over on the left-hand side, we've got paintbrush, okay, and we've got underneath paintbrush, it says tool, where it's got paintbrush, it's got tool options. It says tool options, put the pointer on it so you can see it. No, further down, keep coming down. Keep coming down. So it says tool options.
Yes, yes.
Got the word tool options. They are just some of the tool options you've got that you can use when you're painting, right? And the mode that we've got it in at the moment is normal, right? So what I want to do is I want to skip the mode, and I want to skip opacity and go to the one that says brush. All right. By the way, I'll just click on switch off. I'll just go back to Reg for a second and switch off his. Oops. Switch. I'll unmute him. Are you there, Reg? You there, Reg? Are you there, Reg? He might have muted it at his end. You can still hear me, Diane, can't you?
I can hear, yeah.
Okay. Oh, no, I've still got him muted, that's why. That's interesting. Okay, Reg, if you can hear me, you're going to have to unmute your microphone because otherwise we can't hear you because I muted you some time ago. So I don't know what's happened. There we are. Is your screen. So Reg, if you can hear me, a phone call anymore, if you can unmute your microphone. Okay. All right. I don't know what's happened with Reg. I had to mute his microphone at my end, and I thought I could unmute it. It doesn't look like I can. I'll just try it one more go. No, I can't. It's grayed out the area that unmutes it. All right. All right. I'll go back to you then, Diane. Okay. And if Reg, if you come along, you come in, you might need to come out of it and come back into it again. All right, Diane, let's do a couple more things. All right,
I've just been doing the eraser tool to get a line out. Now what? I don't know how to get out of it.
Okay. All right. Well, simple. You get. I think I've said this last week. If you're doing something and you want to get out of it, and you want to be able to, you don't get out of it. All you do is go back into the tool you had. So we're in the paintbrush tool. So if you go on the left-hand side to where the paintbrush tool is, it's to the left of the. Just click on that. Now you're back to the paintbrush tool.
Okay.
You have to select some tool at some stage. Okay. Then under paintbrush, under options there, go over to the left-hand side, and under you've got opacity. Then underneath that, you've got a thing called brush. Your brush.
Yeah. Yes.
No, the little icon to the left of the word brush. Click on that. There is brushes, right?
Oh,
and you notice there are all sorts of different shapes and styles in that. Okay. So what I want you to do is click on the third one from the right. Go up the top row. And click on, no, not that one, the one to the left of that one. Click on that one. Click there. Okay. And you've got a brush, and notice the brush has changed to a different shape, right? Now go to the drawing thing and notice what's happened on your area where you're drawing now. Try drawing something. Click and drag. Notice it's drawing it in that shape.
Yeah.
Try just clicking from the bottom and going straight up. It's drawing in that shape, right? Okay, go to the paintbrush again, the brush, over on the left-hand side, and click a different one. No, you're on the that item there, yeah, that icon. We select it. Try the star one. Okay, now come into the thing. Notice its shape is a
star.
Yeah, so you click there, you put a star in the middle there. Okay. Okay, now click clicking and dragging. Notice it does it in the shapes of a star when you're dragging. Okay. We're still lost Reg. Okay, I only hope he's going to come back again. All right. Okay. So yeah, you're very artistic, Diane. I notice you want things on both sides. Okay, Reg is back again. We lost you for a little while there. Reg, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Jeff. Can you hear me?
I hear you good as gold. Okay, just go back to where you were, all right, and do a screen share, and we'll watch what you're doing. We're actually showing two things: how to do things, how to set brushes, all right. And Diane is actually using a star brush at the moment. Okay, Diane, click on that star brush again. The brush over there, and select a different one again. Try one that's a whole lot of dots. Yeah, that one. One of those ones. Okay, now go in there and try and draw. See how it's doing it? It's doing it the shape of what you're doing. You can see that, Diane? It's doing it the shape of what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay. Now, one other thing with brushes I want to point out is that's just the shape of the brush. And by the way, you've got lots of brushes, and you can actually add more brushes, right? And also there's a particular fancy thing you can do with brushes, which will show you, I'm going to have to show you now, right? So if you go to that brush again and click on that brush thing, notice at the bottom right-hand corner, there's a, what do they call it? A
Capsicum.
Capsicum. Okay, click on that. And notice your brush changes to a capsicum. Go and draw. You're drawing little capsicums. Okay. Interesting little aspect, eh? Okay.
Yeah.
And by the way, another thing that you can do, right? Watch. I'm going to take you through doing something here. So watch what we're doing, and I'll take this through, and we'll show you what we're going to do.
Well, Jeff,
You can have.
I haven't got the ability to see you or Reg. I haven't.
Drawing at the moment. It's down at the bottom of the screen. If you go, if you put your pointer at the up the top of the thing, there will be a little red thing that says hide participants. It all of a sudden it will appear again.
Okay.
I'm watching you, Diane. I'm watching your page.
Okay. Yeah, I got it now. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Okay. Go back to GIMP again, though. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Righto. So what I'm going to show you how to do now is you can actually create a brush out of another image. Right? See that capsicum there? Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You use to draw. You can actually use that capsicum. You can use anything out of another image as a brush. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to show you how to call up. You can call up another image, preferably a color image, right? Which has got some small things on it. We can actually highlight that and make and select it as part of our brush. I'll show you how to do that now. All right? Do you want me to do it with you, Diane, or with Reg?
I don't mind.
Okay, I'll do it with your one for the time being. So if you go up to File and say Open, and we'll open up a new image. You've got any images there? Got some good images? Preferably some color ones.
Yeah, that's the one I did.
Okay, we'll use that one. We'll use that one. Okay. No.
Yeah.
I want a color one. Okay, that'll do. That one. Open that one up. And it will open it in a new image. Actually, in fact, it's opened it behind that screen. You're going to have to go up to where you've got the minimize of that one and minimize that. That's right. And there's that photo behind it. Okay. Okay, drag that in. Okay. What I'd like you to do is we'll select some people's eyes. Right? We're going to select some people's eyes. Okay. So if you go to the selection tool, which is the rectangular selection tool, to the left, right over in the tool options, right over your left-hand side there. Click on that. Okay. And draw a box over someone's eyes. Okay, that's it. Okay, that'll do. That's good enough. All right. Now go into Edit. Go over to Edit on the Edit menu. Edit, second one, and go down to Copy. Okay, so you've copied that eye. All right. Okay.
Over onto here.
Okay. Minimize that image. Okay, and call up the other image that's below it. I know you've come out of GIMP completely. Go back into GIMP. Now go click on GIMP on the taskbar. GIMP. No, down on your taskbar. Okay, click on that. Okay, minimize that image. The image, not the whole of GIMP. No, go up to the minimize button. Now your minimize button. That's it. Clear. We'll click on that. That one. That's minimized.
That's what I did before.
Okay, well that's it. Okay, and GIMP's still going. Why isn't GIMP coming up? Okay, you need to click on GIMP again. Then I suppose click on the GIMP icon. Click on. No, when you're doing, you're bringing up the same one. Click back on the GIMP one again down the bottom on the taskbar. But select the color to the left, the image to the left, the one with all your drawings on it. Click on that one. Okay, there you are. Okay, right out. All right. Now, click on your you're not in the paintbrush tool, so you need to click on the paintbrush tool. Okay, and now you're within the paintbrush tool. Go down to your brush. To the brush that's in the tool options, to the brush, over to actually click there, not the word brush, the icon of the brush, and you'll notice in the top left-hand corner there's something.
The eye.
Click on that. That's right. That eye has now become a brush. Now go up anywhere on your drawing. Go up to the top there. Up on a big wagger and draw across. Click once. There. that eye has become a brush. Okay. Now you've done that multiple times and dragged it, and it's done it as that eye. For example, let's say you want to get rid of that. All right. Stop doing. Stop doing it. Press the control. Oh, and press Z hold. Press and release the Z a couple of times until all that you just did disappears. That's it. Okay. Now go back up and click once, but don't drag it. Now move to the right and click again. So it's putting those eyes in there.
Yeah.
So it's actually putting in what you want to do. Now, there's another little interesting factor that's done that. You know, when you were dragging across, it was putting it all the way across.
Yeah.
Notice on your right-hand side, the right-hand side of your screen, when it's got lush brayers and thing, and underneath that it's got clipboard, and underneath that at the bottom there's a little slider that says spacing. Now, right down to the bottom it says spacing. Right down, no, below that again, spacing. No, that's where your pointer is, spacing. That's it there. Okay. Now you've dragged that across and made that wider, all right? Where it was set at 20 again. Now click up on your image and drag across. Now on your image. No, I don't. No, don't. Click. Now drag across. No, drag it. Notice now the spacing is wider.
Yes.
When you're dragging, go back and reduce that spacing. Make it smaller. Now drag across. Notice it's closer. That's the spacing between each time you paint as you drag across. Okay, I'll go back and give Reg a go at this, and we'll try it with another image as well. Okay, all right, and you can play around with it. Have a go with the spacing. Have a go at try changing a few other things there, Diane, if you want to. Have a go. Have a play around with it while I go back to Reg. Okay, Reg. There's Reg. Okay, Reg, you're looking at Diane doing that. Do you go back to your screen?
You.
Call up Gimp. Okay. You haven't got Gimp going. Oh, you haven't got a Gimp going. Okay, because you came out of it to go all together. Okay, you just had to do a file new, Reg. Do file new.
Say again, please, Jeff.
File new.
File new.
Yeah, click OK. Okay, make that full size screen. Now we don't have any problems. Okay, righto. Okay, so you're doing the same sort of thing. Let's say you wanted to do the same sort of thing. You wanted to draw on some. Just go to your paint and just draw a couple of lines. The painting tool, the paintbrush. Yeah, draw a few lines. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Okay. Interesting, it's coming out in grey, not black. I wonder why.
Absolutely.
Okay, click on the black box. Click on that. Now draw it again. No, just click on OK. Now draw it. No, why is it coming out grey? Why is it coming out grey?
Shall I change it to different colour?
No, it should be solid black. I don't know why. Click OK.
It's just...
Okay, can you do something for me? Where the mode is normal, opacity is 100%. Why is that coming out grey? What tool are you using? Okay, go to the brush. Go to the brush. Now down the left-hand side, go to where it says tool options. Click on that.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Okay, go to the one that's a solid black. No, that one there. Yeah, click on that one. Okay, now draw on the thing. There we are.
Yeah.
That's because the tool you were using had a certain opacity. And that opacity means that it wasn't solid black. So even though you were choosing black, it wouldn't do that. Okay. All right, listen, can you two just bear with me for a while? I have to do a quick nature call and I'll come back.
All right.
2 minutes, all right?
Okay, Jeff.
Okay, I'm coming back. You still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Rightio. So, Reg, you got rid of that screen.
Yes. I don't know how to get the blank canvas back, Jeff.
Was file new?
That okay?
Yep. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now you can draw somewhere on it. You can make that full size if you want to. Okay, you're not in the. I don't know what you're in, Reg, but you're not selecting the painting tool. You're not in the painting tool. You're in a zoom tool. That's it. That's the one.
Zoom out.
No, don't worry about. Don't worry about that. Click on that. You're still not in the painting tool. Your paintbrush tool. Go up to the paintbrush tool and click on it.
Right.
You know which tool is selected because two reasons. It highlights it in the tool box, right?
Right.
It tells you in the tool options below that. Now just click and drag across.
Yep.
Click and drag.
Yeah.
Drag across the screen. You're not dragging. You go clicked and drag. It's not painting. You're clicking and dragging. It's not painting. Okay, not a problem. All right. Okay, I just want to show you the same sort of thing that was showing Diane how what you do. By the way, so we don't get all this echo, I think, can you make this screen full size?
Sure.
Okay. And by the way, another thing, if you want to make the whole thing bigger, so it's taking up more of the screen, you hold your control key down and press the plus key.
Hold the control key down and press what?
Plus. It should make that screen bigger. Have I got that right? Hold on, I might have that wrong. Hold on, I'll check it out myself.
It's going bigger each time.
Yeah, each time you click the plus, that's right. Okay, now that's it. Okay. Yeah, so it's getting bigger. Okay. So it just means you can see that you're zoomed in control minus, it zooms out again as well. Okay. All right. So what I wanted to do is get you so you could paint with a different brush. So just try a different brush. Try the star one. No, the brush there, that round one. Click on the star one. Okay, come in the middle of the screen. Now draw. Click and drag. Click and drag. There you are. All right. And also on the right-hand side there, okay, if you go down to where over there, it says spacing. If you change that spacing, where it says spacing, that's it.
Yep.
Make that a little bit bigger. Drag that across to the right a bit more. Click it and drag it. That's it. Now let it go. Now go back and draw across your screen.
All right.
Notice the spacing is bigger between them.
Yes.
Okay. And also, just for the hell of it, go and click on the right hand side. Click on the cucumber, not the cucumber. What are they called?
Capsicum.
Capsicum. Thank you, Diane. And draw some of those on the screen as well. There we go. And they're spaced out appropriately. Okay. All right. Good. All right. Okay. We've done all that. And also what you could have done is what I will do with you, Reg, open up go up to your file menu. You can't see the file because it's been covered up by the other thing there. Okay. Click on File, Open. Okay. Okay. Open an image, any image that you've got. What to do is create a part of another image. There you are. We've got that thing of the line there. Okay, just move that one out of the way. Let's say you wanted to make that lion that's in the middle of your screen there, or the dragon or something like that, as your brush shape. Right? All you got to do is go and click on the selection tool up the top left-hand corner. Selection tool. the rectangular selection tool. No, on the icon, on the selection tools, that one, that's right. Go into the image, draw over the small part of the line or the drag, whichever one you want. There we are. You haven't got his whole face in. You might need to pull him up there. Well, that'll do. Okay. Go to edit and copy. Okay. Now switch back to your other image, wherever it is. You might need to minimise this image. Okay, that'll do, yeah. No, click on the GIMP one. That's it, that one there. Yeah. Right, okay, you can make that image full size as well. Okay. Now, if you go to your brush, you're still in rectangular select. Because we select the rectangular select in the last image, it still applies to this image. You're going to have to go to the brush tool again. So go to your brush tool on the left-hand side. Okay.
Yep.
Go to where you've got the brush shape, which is the capsicum. No, on the tool options. No, the one on the left, on the tool options on the left-hand side. There, that's it. There. Click on that, and you'll notice the first one on the left-hand side is that little thing. There, click on that. There we are. Now go into the middle of the screen and drag across the screen. Or anywhere. There we are. It's using that as a brush shape. Change your spacing on the right-hand side, down the right-hand side where you've got your spacing. Change it to a bigger spacing. That'll do. Let it go. And drag over it and drag somewhere on the image again. You notice this time it'll have, there we are. You're getting each of the images. All right. So can you two see where you can use all this?
Yes, I can.
You can use a brush. For example, I'll just tell you something. Remember when I did that old utopian currency or whatever it was, and I had all 9s plastered all over it. I actually went through and cut and pasted all those in individually. I didn't realise I could have done it this way and copied something and just used a brush of something I've copied and put it in multiple times. You can simply do that. It's so easy. All right, a couple of other things I want to show you now. While we're still on Reg's, can you see Reg's screen at the moment, Diane?
Yes. What I wanted to ask you was, can you maximise the actual little image that Reg has just done?
Okay. You want to maximise that image that Reg has done.
Actually see what.
Right, have a look. Looking at Reg's screen on the left-hand side, under Paintbrush, what things do you think would do that?
Well,
you've got directly underneath that. What have you got?
I actually can't see.
Size.
You've got size. Reg is on it. Size. Okay. Are you looking at his full? By the way, if you want to see it, drag it across, Reg. Drag it so it's about halfway across. That's it. Let it go. That's enough. A bit more. A little bit more, perhaps. And it says brush size. Okay, and it tells you how many pixels. Now just move your pointer. See your pointer now on your screen? The dotted line?
Yes.
That's how big it will be. If you click there once, it'll make it that big. Click once. There. Wow. That's how big it was you paint it, all right? Okay, do Control Z to get rid of that one. Hold down the Control, press the Z once only. Control Z, Reg. Takes that one out. Go back to that size and make it smaller. About half of that. Okay. Now it's still too big. Make it smaller again. Okay, that's it. Now bring it back onto the screen. And notice it's that big now. Still quite a bit too big, but you get basically the idea. You can make it whatever size that you like. Okay. All right.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
What you're doing now is on the board as an artistic thing, but can you use all of these to superimpose something onto a photograph?
Yes.
Okay.
No different. You can call up a photo and do exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. All right? On which you happen, we're just doing it on a blank board. That way it shows it a little bit different. If you wanted to, for example, if you wanted, you had a photo and you want to have green capsicums all the way around somebody's face, you could just do that and drag it around exactly as it is there.
Or if you wanted to take a person out of a picture and then put something else in, you could do that.
Yeah. Yes, you could do that as well. Yeah. Okay. Not a problem. All right. In fact, there are we've got there's sophisticated ways of doing that using more elaborate tools. And yes, they're all available. And on that on the website, you know, how to think. Reg and I, when Reg did the original course, we actually did that with a lady. Remember, Reg?
Yes.
We took all the background out of it and pasted it, and we could have pasted it 1,000 times on the screen here if we wanted to. Okay. Just to prove that we can do that, we'll swap that to your screen, Diane. I'll quickly jump to your screen. Go to that. Go to Diane's. Reg Diane. Okay, you're looking at Reg's. There's, for example, a photo. You've got that photo there, all those people, and you're on that photo there. You're still in the brush tool. Brush tool is those person's eyes. If you grab and drag across that photo, up and down, watch what happens.
How do I see Diane's tool, Jeff?
Just click on Diane at the bottom of the screen, Reg.
She doesn't, can't see it.
Okay, if she's not coming up, put your pointer up at the top of the screen and it'll have something that says hide participants. Click on that. You'll see her down on the bottom of the screen. Oh, sorry, you just got to go back to the Chrome browser if you can't see the whole thing.
Oh, right. No.
Hold on, I'll quickly jump back to your screen and see what you're doing.
Cancel that.
Okay, wrong one. I can see you. Okay, okay. If you want to see Diane's screen, it's.
Shall I close that picture?
Diane's at the bottom. Hold on, I'll just have a look at where it is.
Oh, I can see Diane.
At the bottom of your screen there, it's got Diane. Just click on Diane. Click where Diane says. There you are.
Yeah.
There's Diane. You can now see Diane.
I can see it now.
Okay.
Thanks, Jeff.
Okay, no problems. I'll go back to Diane's screen so I can see Diane. Diane, yes, Diane. All right, Diane, while you're there, whoops, I'll get rid of that. Okay, you put your pointer on the screen. So that's the brush that you've got. You just drag with that brush exactly where it is there, Diane. Drag down, straight down.
Nothing.
Click and drag.
Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening.
Oh, it's because we're selected a certain area. Click on. Now, this is just a thing to point out why sometimes it doesn't happen. That's because we've probably previously selected an area. You click on select, the select menu, and select all. Okay, now come down. Now click and drag down. So it's putting those eyes down the screen?
Yeah.
Over the top of an image that already exists.
Yes.
Try it again. You're not wrecking this image, by the way. Okay, so that you can put the eyes of people around the people if you wanted to. Right. Do all sorts of great effects like that. Okay, rightio. Rightio, what I want, and also, by the way, if you wanted to make your one bigger, if you go to the size of your one, notice where it's got size on the left-hand side under tool brush options. Drag that across a little bit big. That's enough. Now go into it. See, it's bigger. Now drag it. Okay, there we go. And also,
so, how could I get rid of that person in the background if I wanted to?
Well, you have to cut them out, right? We're not going to do that today. We'll do that as another course altogether, because that'll take a whole course to show you how to do that.
Fair enough.
And also, if you want these, remember you've got your spacing. You've got your spacing very big on the right-hand side there. You go to the spacing and make it smaller on the right-hand window, right down the bottom, under the layers brush. No, right-hand window, right over to the right-hand side. No, completely to the right. No, right over, no, there. Go right down the bottom where you've got that thing that says spacing, and reduce that spacing quite a bit. Okay, now go back and start drawing over it. Now you've got a bigger image. See, it puts the spacing between each one that you're painting on bigger. Okay,
Yeah.
right out. Okay, so we've looked at brushes. We can use the clipboard as a brush. We've looked at the size. What we haven't looked at is aspect ratio and angle. All right. To be able to do that, we need to have a completely new image. So either go back to your other image if you've still got it there, Diane, if you've still got that other image there, or create another image again.
Well, I've got this one up here.
No. They're just your layers. That's not your images. Your images are in different windows. So you've still got that other one.
I can go Control Z and get rid of all that.
No, don't do that. No, it doesn't matter. I want a completely blank canvas.
Oh, okay. So I go over.
So we can go File New if you want to. No, that doesn't do it. That's just your selection tool.
Okay.
We already had. I wanted those drawings you already had going before. If you minimise that window, that one there, go up to the top with the minimise it. Minimise that. There's your other one behind it, isn't it? Well, go to Gimp and click on the left hand. There it is. It's all there anyway. And you've got probably too many things on there. We're probably better off. You want to get rid of all that?
Yeah.
Hold down the Control and hold the Z down, and it'll quickly go back. Watch it all coming away.
You've just ruined. You've just ruined a Picasso that was worth millions.
Oh, sorry, Diane. Well, hold down the Control and press Y. Press Control Y.
No, I was joking.
Yeah, okay. Okay, doesn't matter. All right. Okay, this time what I want you to do is we want a special shape. So what we'll do is we'll get a vertical brush. And we'll make it pretty big. All right. So go back to over in the toolbox on the left-hand side and click on your paintbrush tool. That's it. Yep. Okay. Go to where it's got brushes, where you've got the clipboard there. It says brushes and it's got clipboard to the left. Click on where it's got the word clipboard. No, to the left of that. To the left of that, the brush itself. Click on that. No, not the word brush. The actual color. That's it. Click there. The eyes. That's right. Click there. Now we want that one that's basically a flat bar. It's about the fourth one across from the right. That one, yeah, that one there. Click on that one. Okay, right. What I'd like you to do is and you've already got a colour of red selected. That'll do. Leave it at that. Just go and click once and drag a little bit. Then drag it down. All right, let it go. All right. Now, you'll notice that's the size of it, and we can make it bigger and smaller. Right? The aspect ratio is set at 0. Okay, grab the aspect ratio and change it so it changes to 10 or 20 or something. Or more, just make it more. I don't know, drag it about halfway across to the right. Keep going. Notice, okay, keep going. That's it, let it go. Put it back in the middle of the screen, and you'll notice it's changed to a slightly different shape. You probably haven't noticed it a lot, okay? Now drag it down, up and left and right. It's a slightly different aspect ratio. You don't notice a slightly different aspect ratio. Okay. By the way, let's try changing the angle now. The one that says angle is at 0. It's under aspect ratio. Drag that across more. Now you're at 90 degrees, right? Put the thing. Notice it's at now. You notice the difference? See?
Mm.
Okay. All right. And one thing about all these things, the size, the aspect ratio, and the angle, right, can all be changed, right, by clicking on each of those things and either dragging them across or changing a number or whatever. Okay. If you want to put it back to what it originally was, notice to the right of size, aspect ratio, and angle is a little arrow, blue arrow. Okay. Go up to the one that says size, for example. Go up to the one that says size, Diane. To the right of the word size, no, to the right of the word, further across, to the right of where the numbers are changing. No, to the right of that again. The yellow one with the blue dot. Click on that. Watch what happened. See what happened?
It's got
Did
smaller.
you notice what happened? Hmm?
Got smaller.
Yes, it didn't just go smaller. It goes back to its default size. That little arrow, the blue dot with the arrow means go back to default size. Do the same thing with aspect ratio. Do the same thing with angle. No, you're not over there, Don. Go back to the angle. Do the same thing with angle as well. Okay, now go back and draw on the screens. Now the default, back to the default size. Okay, back to the default size and angle and everything like that. Okay, all right. Okay then, all right. So those are things that can be changed. Now the other thing that we haven't looked at is the slider that's above all these ones again. Opacity. Okay,
Jeff,
look at the
Jeff, it's opacity.
Opacity, sorry.
Opacity.
Okay, opacity. It's like castle and castle, isn't it? Okay. Down to about half, back to about 50. That'll do, it's close enough, close to 50. Now go and draw something. It appears to be a different colour, doesn't it?
Yes.
Different colour, it's the same colour. It's just that it's not going all the way through. It's partly bleeding into the background image if we had a background image. We haven't got one. And notice if you go over it multiple times, it increases.
Yes. Okay.
All right, good. All right. That's all that sort of thing. All right. Do you want to go at this, Reg, or do you want to what? How about I get you to watch what Reg is doing next, Diane?
Yes.
Okay. So if you switch over to Reg's screen, you can have a watch, and I'll switch to Reg. Okay, Reg, if you want to switch back to it. Okay, you've got quite a big image. Okay, you can make that full size. Okay, you can probably get rid of a lot of that stuff on there, Reg. If you press hold down the control key and press red, it'll get rid of a whole lot if you want it. Okay, good. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do, we'll do some similar sort of things to you. We'll try with this time. We'll try it with a star brush. So go to the brush and change it to a star brush. No, you've clicked somewhere there, Reg. Control Z again. You've pasted that in. Control Z again. Okay. Yep. Go back to your star brush. Paint. You've got to go to the paint icon.
Paint brush.
Yeah. Go to the brush on the left-hand side.
Yes.
Okay. And make it change it to a star. Now you click on the image itself. Click on the thing to the left there, the star. Go to the star. That's it. Click on there. Okay. You can have a go at putting something in the middle of the screen. Click once, puts that one. Again, another one. Okay, that's enough. If you reduce the size of the thing, reduce the size. Okay. Now another little trick I want to show you. That'll do. Now click in the middle. Click it again. Click and again and again. Another little thing, even though you've done that, a little trick I learned in Gimp. Right? Let's say you want to reduce the size. Leave it. Stop doing them, Reg. Let's say you want to make the next two stars smaller, but you don't want it to go back and click on the size all the time. Right? If you if you look at your keyboard, there's a left bracket key on your keyboard. It's above the enter key. There's two brackets, the square brackets. It's the left square bracket key. If you press that once, you found the key, Reg?
I think so, Jeff.
Press it once. And press it again. Press it again. You're probably not noticing. If you look at the size thing on the left-hand side, it's getting smaller each time you press it. It's reducing. Now click on the where you are on the screen. Notice the star is smaller.
Yes.
Obviously. Okay, so what you can do, leave that star there, click on the star, press the right-hand square bracket.
Click where, Jeff?
Click the right-hand. No, not click. Put the star, put another star on the screen somewhere. Now on the keyboard, press the right-hand square bracket. Half a dozen times. And then click. Right square bracket, then click. Right square bracket, then click. Now you're pressing the left one. Click again. Click with the mouse. Yeah, notice it's getting bigger. Now click with the mouse. Click on the mouse. Okay. Yep. Now move the mouse a bit. So what you can do a combination of clicking and dragging and moving the mouse and having stars that slowly progressively get smaller or bigger if you wanted that sort of effect.
Yes. Yes.
All right? Understand what I'm talking about, Diane?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay. Now, wouldn't it be great if you could do that as you're moving the mouse? In other words, as you're moving the mouse, it gets bigger or smaller or or larger or something like that. You can. And that all comes into the next thing where we're looking at the next part we're going to look at, which is the dynamics. This is dynamics of a brush. You can make every single brush, everything that we've done so far, we can make completely dynamically so that it does it as we can do multiple things as we're painting with a brush, dynamically. All right? Okay, to show how this works, all right? If you get rid of these ones on the screen at the moment, Reg. Get rid of them all. Control Z, sorry. Okay, they're all gone. Okay, go to where it says dynamics and under the little blue thing on the left-hand side there. The pointer to the left. Come down lower. Can you just wait, hold on a second? I just want to make your screen bigger so I can see it more. Okay, on the left there, and where it says pressure dynamics, click on that. And you'll notice it's got a slider there. Go one to the one right up the top, to this slider up to the top.
Basic dynamics.
It says basic. Click on that once. Now click on the word basic dynamics. That's it. So you've changed it to basic dynamics. Okay. Now click on the screen and drag across the screen with your star. Just drag. No, on the canvas, not on there. On the canvas. No, don't leave the basic. Don't click and drag. Drag. Keep dragging. Click and drag, and you're moving, and your spacing set too big. Can you just go back to the left-hand side where you've got spacing? On the right-hand side, sorry, the right-hand side, my left and right. Where you've got spacing, and change the spacing to something smaller. A lot smaller. Okay, that'll do. Now click and drag. Let it go. Notice what happened from there, Reg? Look at what just done. Notice it's changed?
Definitely.
When you drag across, notice the first one's a light colour, and as you go across darker,
yes.
Try the same thing again. Try going from right to left. No, try going from right to left. Go up to above that and go from right to left. Opposite way around. So notice it's dark, it's light at the beginning, and as you go further, it goes dark. That's because you're using a basic dynamics. Now let me show you what the basic dynamics does. The basic dynamic tool starts off with low opacity, and opacity, sorry, and then slowly increases it. So if you click on where it says basic dynamics there again, it's there. Okay, that's showing you the thing. Click on it.
Yes.
Click there. That's basic dynamics. And it's got all sorts of other ones. Okay. Now, leave it at that one. And notice to the right of basic dynamics, it's got a little pointer with to the word basic there. Click on that one. And that's got dynamics options. Click on it again. There we are. That's what I wanted. Okay. Now that's called the Paint Dynamic Editor. Right? You'll notice that it actually says there that's currently set. You've got things down the left-hand side and you've got things across the right. Okay. Yes. What that basically means, and each thing that's ticked means that it does that thing. So you'll notice that the opacity is clicked, and I can't read this, it's too small. See if I can make it bigger. Too small for me to read. The one that says
pressure.
Sorry? Pressure.
Pressure.
And what's the thing on the right say, the last one? Fade.
Tilt.
No, the last one is tilt. I thought it says fade. No, the last one.
Oh, yeah. On that same line. It's got pressure and the tick is fade.
That means that as you move the mouse, it will fade. And that's exactly what happens.
Yes.
Okay? So that's how that one's set. Now, these are all preset ones, and we've got multiples of them. Okay, we're going to show you a few more now. Just close that window, that little close window, that little red box in that one there. Close it. No, not this. No, not the big one. The little one that says Paint Dynamics. That's good. Okay. And where you've got paint, and then we'll get rid of this stuff that's on the screen at the moment. Get rid of all that. Control Z to get rid of it all. Okay. Change to a different tool. I want it, rather than being the star one. Oh no, we'll leave it the star one. That'll do. Go to the one. Go to where it says Basic Dynamics and click on the little blue box to the left of that. And go down to the one that says Confetti. Okay, so now you've got a Basic Dynamics, which is Confetti. Now go into the middle of the screen and click. Now just move the mouse. Move the mouse. See what's happening?
Yes.
It's doing what's called a confetti thing. And as you move it, as depending on the speed of movement and stuff like that, it'll do it at a different opacity and a different color.
Yes.
It's ranging between black and white because they're the two colors that we've got set up. Right? Just to show you how we can use this even further again, right? On the left-hand side there where it says Basic Dynamics, it says underneath that it's got Dynamic Options and it's got a little plus there. Go down to that and click on that. Some more things open up.
Yes.
A whole lot more options, okay? And and this is, by the way, only talking about one tool at the moment. It's only working on the paint tool, all right? Now where it says color options on the left there, it says color options, says gradient. On that, click on that.
Yes.
Notice you've got a whole lot of ones. Now drag down till there's one that's got multiple colors on it. On the slider on the right-hand slide. No, there's a slider on the right-hand side, Reg. Click on that and drag down. There, you've gone past it. Go up the one that's up a little bit higher. One's got lots of colors in it.
Tropical colors.
Try tropical colors. Find tropical colors.
Tropical colors.
Click on tropical colors. Okay. Okay, that's okay. Now go back into your middle of your screen. Okay, now move it around. See what's happening?
Terrific.
It's changing the colours to tropical colours based on that, and it's doing it with a star. Drag it again over more things. Drag all over the screen. See the effects that you can get?
You're right.
Now you cannot do that with an ordinary manual paintbrush and paints. You agree, Diane?
I do. Yes, not without a lot of difficulty.
You could, but you couldn't paint it that quick. Look how quick Reg painted all that.
No, that's excellent.
Huh? You have to change colour, you have to change brushes, you have to change shapes. And you're just doing this with a star, Reg. Go back to where you've got the star brush. Right up the top. No, up the top where you've got the brush. Higher, higher. Right up the top. No, no. Yeah. Where you've got brush. No, not that brush. There, click on there. Now try it with the flat line one. The one that's a draw. No, the one to the right of that. To the right of that one. Click on that one. Click that. Now go back and start drawing. See the effect you're getting now? It's like a star because it's you're moving it. Yeah. There you are. Great effects. Want to go up it, Diane?
No, that's okay. I'm starting to get problems.
Okay, all right.
No, I've just got.
There's only one other thing I wanted to show, and also there's a couple of other options.
Yeah.
The one. Now leave them there, Reg. Leave them. Sorry. Draw some more back in, Reg. Okay, draw them all back in. Draw them in. Keep drawing. Okay, that'll do. That's enough. Okay, right out. What I want you to do this time, I'm just going to show you the last thing that we can also do with layers, and we'll do a separate thing on layers altogether. If you do... Jeff,
yeah? Can I just say something to you? Why are you always going to the left-hand side when you've also got all the tools here on the right-hand side, which...
We haven't got the tools on the right-hand side.
Over here.
Your one. Okay, hold on. Hold on, I've got to switch back.
You got the choice over here.
My screen's so small I can't see it. Okay.
Okay.
I think I know what the ones. Those ones on the right-hand side aren't tools.
Oh, okay.
They're just only the brushes.
Okay. Right.
And what I'm thinking, I'll go back to your one, Diane. Your point. I can't see you pointing at your one, Diane. Over there on the right-hand side. Go back to your Gimp. Those ones over on the right. Those, if you look at those, they're not the same tools. They're only the brushes. They're only the brushes and bones. If you drag that window across to the right, the window you got of the three ladies, drag it to the left. Left more. You can see all you've got there is you've only got, it just says layers and brushes. That's all it's saying.
Okay.
It says layers, and they're just, and you just happen to have the brushes at the bottom of that, click to the bottom of it.
Okay.
However, you can select the brushes from there, and one thing about selecting those brushes, you can actually select those brushes and see what effect those brushes have. I'm still on yours, Diane. You'll notice some of those brushes have got a little yellow tag on the right-hand side there. Point at one of those little yellow...
Want to keep going on Reg's?
No, so I'll stay on your. I'll go to yours. Go to the one on the right. Go to those brushes on the right-hand side there. No, those on your screen where you've got the layer brushes.
Yeah.
Those sets of brushes. Well, I can't see your pointer. Move your pointer around a bit, will you? I can't see. Oh, there's. Move the pointer right over to the right where you've got layer brushes. Right over the right. Go down to the brushes, and notice some of them. They've all got little plus symbols on the right, the left, the bottom right-hand corner of them. Put the pointer right on the. Put the pointer on one of those plus symbols. Notice it makes it bigger so you can see it. Put the pointer on one of the one that's just below that one. Now click on that thing. No, you've got to be right on the little plus. You're not on it. Right on there. Now click. Click there.
I am clicking away like mad.
Notice what's happening in the middle of your screen. The middle of your screen, what's actually happening. Sorry, it was that Reg's screen I'm looking at. Reg has got it working all right. When you click on it, you can see that it actually, no, you don't, you have to, it'll show you what the thing does when you draw on it.
There, yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right, okay. All right then. Screen, I think I'm looking at Diane's screen through Reg's screen. Okay then. All right, one other thing I wanted to show you, if I go back to Reg's for a minute. Okay, on Reg's screen now. Reg, if you like to call, what I want you to do, remember before we opened up the image, we opened up an image and we actually opened up a new image. If you go to up to your heading, if you need to probably grab your window and drag it slightly to the right, Reg, so I can see the headings, that's it. And open up the one that says File, and it says Open as Layer. Go down to Open as Layer. Okay. And select one of your photos. Click on that. Okay, it's open up, not a very good one.
Oh, I'll get another one.
Okay, okay, okay.
How do you get rid of it?
Well, you don't. Well, we've got to close that layer. Okay. No, don't close that. That'll close the image below it. I don't want to do that. Listen, it's okay. Listen, that one will do anyway. Look on your right-hand side there, Reg, now, and you'll notice you've got under your layers. You've got two layers shown there. Okay.
Yes.
What I want to do is one that says, the ones at the top, grab that, the photo of the layer, grab that and drag it to the one below it. Drag down. Let it go. Now you have to drag down. You didn't drag it down far enough, Rich. You have to do it again. Go and drag down lower. Lower again, lower again. Lower, further down lower. Let it go there. That's it. Now let it go. Okay. Now you've put that layer that you've got all that drawing on it is there, and other layer is the one below it. Okay?
Yes.
If you go and get your eraser tool now, the eraser tool, click on the eraser tool. It's the one to the right of the one that's already selected. No, that's it, the pink one, that's it.
Yes.
Now put it on back on your image. Okay, and now on the drawing of the image, not the layer one. Now drag back and forth a bit.
Oh, I've clicked.
Not doing what I want it to do. Okay, that's because we haven't got an alpha channel. Okay, all right. I'll do something different. It's not doing what I want. Go on. It's okay. You're doing what you want. Just make that full size, that image again, if you would, please. Okay. What I'd like you to do now.
See, I clicked on that.
No, what you did was okay, not a problem. What you did was all right, not a problem. Okay, right. If you go up to filters. Sorry, you go up to. We're going to have to slightly drag that window to the right again. I can't see that. Drag it to the right. Okay. Go up to where it says layer. Their layers. Select. Where is it? I can't see it. Wrong way. Select, say create alpha layer there somewhere.
What is it, Jeff?
Say create. No,
create layer. A new layer.
No, I can see them. I'm just looking. I don't think I'm in the right thing. Oh, sorry, go back to the image, not a layer, image. Click on that one.
Yeah.
No, it's not where I want. Okay, what you're going to have to do is go where it's got background layer on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
Click on that, right-click on that.
Oh, right-click.
Okay, and go down to where it says add alpha layer. Where is it? There it is. Add alpha channel. Click on that. Okay, now we're done it. Now we're right. Okay, now click on that. Make the image larger again. Okay. Now get the erase tool again. Well, you're already in the erase tool. Now drag over it. Keep dragging over it multiple times. Keep going. Notice that something is appearing behind it as you're dragging. Keep dragging. Notice that something's appearing behind it.
Oh, it's blacking it out.
Yeah, no, it's not blacking it out. Have a good look. What's appearing behind it? That's that image that's behind the current image.
Oh, right, okay.
Believe it or not. That's why I wanted actually a better image.
Yeah.
We had an image of a person or something. In other words, what you're doing is erasing this top image and putting the image on it. Now, what I'd like you to do, the drawing one, again, go back to your painting image, the painting tool. No, up to the painting tool, up the top.
Yeah.
Tools, no, right up the top where it's got the paintbrush, the tools. That's it. Come into that, click on that.
Yes.
Okay. Move into your drawing now. Move into your
Yes.
drawing. Now start drawing again. Draw. Notice it's doing it in different colors, but sometimes the background color may come through again there because this part of it is coming through. We're getting anyway. By the way, you can see where we erased on the right-hand side, it's got a person there. Their image was coming through. So what you can do, you can set all this up so that when you paint with in the combination of painting with all these tools and with all these layers and all these colouring effect things, you can get, and you can do it on multiple layers, you can get those things to come through. That's enough of it, Reg, I think. Gives you an idea. Not a bad effect though, is it?
I clicked on that one on the right there. Can you see my screen? And
yeah, I saw that one, yeah.
It has come through with this.
Yeah, that's right. And also, not only that, because in addition to that, we've got a whole lot of combinations of things happening now. What we're doing is you're painting with that particular tool, and also you're using the dynamic options. The dynamic options is painting it in different colors, etc. So we're doing all that, and we can do that. You're doing that with the painting one. We can do that with the erase one. We can do that with lots of them. But what we're doing is putting a combination of all those things together. Only thing I want to show you, both of you, I'll go back.
You've got a Jackson Pollock there, Reg.
I love the colours.
Jackson Pollock.
Well, you've got even more colours. You've only selected tropical colours. There's a lot more colours than that. They're only the tropical ones. If you went to that one that says color options and selected another one, you can get all sorts of other ones.
So, Jeff, can you keep that if you wanted to?
Yeah, you just save it.
Okay.
You just save it, and then that you can actually save that as a background, and you can use that as another background, or as another brush. We haven't even looked at backgrounds yet. Backgrounds we do with paint fill. We haven't even done paint fill with backgrounds, but anyway, that's another thing. All right, so we're only just barely scratching the surface. We're still only using the paint tool. These are all, and we haven't gone through all the options in the paint tool. We've also got apply jitter, sampling effects, all sorts of things. However, rather than going through all these, it would take me ages to do it all. I have actually found a video that goes through all these and shows you them all. I'll show you where that video is, and you can have a look at that video, and it goes for about 20 minutes, And you can do that after we've finished doing all that. To go back ahead of doing all that, if I go back to Diane's screen, I'll go back to yours, Diane, wherever I am. Diane, go back to your screen, Diane. If you switch back to the, what's the name, Diane? And Reg, you can do the same thing too. You can switch back to the Google Chrome, to my web page. You've still got my web page open there, Diane, somewhere?
Yeah.
Go down to Google Chrome and switch on that there. No, that's not the web page. It's somewhere there in one of the tabs on the web page. Don't click up on that one there. Click on that one to the left there. Okay, here it is, Gimp up the top there. There it is. Okay, right, that's the whole thing. All right, let me minimize this. Let me switch off that. Okay. All right, you'll notice where I've got learning those tools, that last little thing, it says, here's a video that shows many of the painting functions that basically use the above procedures. And it's got,
I need to.
no, you've gone down too far, Diane.
I need to
Scroll back.
get rid of this, Jeff. How do I do?
Just go back. Oh, hold on. Just go back to the Chrome button at the bottom, Reg.
Yes.
And click on Diane's one, if you want.
Okay.
If you like.
Yeah, I brought up your page now.
Okay, there you are. And you can see there it says some have links to material. Oh, that's actually Diane's look of my page. It says Gimp tutorial begins how to use new brush and tool dynamics. If you click on that, Diane, scroll down.
Oh, further down.
It's no, further up. You know, you're going.
Make which one of these do I want?
One where it says learning only what you need to know. The link just above that. The heading that says learning what you need to know. No, it moved away off. Okay, hold on. If you stop moving the screen for a second, I can't see where. No, you've scrolled further down. Learning what you need to know. Okay, there. No, it's further down, Diane. You're jumping up and down all the, I can't see. Scroll down. Bit more. Bit more. There we are. Stop there. Leave it there. No, you come down too far. Go up one screen full again. That's enough. Right, see where it says learning what you need to know? Well, you can't see it. So it says learning what you need to know, okay? Above that, right, that section above that, move your pointer to the left so I can see where your pointer is. Okay, that's it. Now you move your pointer to the left. You've got points 1 to 14.
Yes.
Okay, below that is Gimp Tutorial Beginner's Guide.
Yes.
Right, and it's got a link below that. That's the link I want.
Okay.
Click on that link. Click on that link. That's going to bring up this video. Wait, skip the ad. Wait till you've got 3 seconds up and skip the ad.
I mean, I'm going to need to put these. I can't see without them.
Skip
Just
the
go to
ad.
Wix.com. There are loads of absurdly gorgeous templates to choose from.
No,
Guys,
you're scrolling down, Diane. Just click on skip ad.
first things first. Text. Okay, now for my favorite part. Right here, you can do.
That's it. Okay.
Hello and welcome
Righto.
to another tutorial.
Okay, now click on the pause button.
Now this here is some really nice improvements. Some of the things the same options.
Move your
and one
mouse
is
around and the pause button will appear.
a little bit better.
Move the mouse around and the pause button will appear. Now click on your pause
I brushed.
That's it. Okay. That's the video I want you to watch. So that video, she goes through and shows you
Okay.
now, right?
What?
And that video goes for 22 minutes, all right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
if you lose it again, there's a link back on my webpage how to get back to it. But
Okay. Thank you.
you can make that full screen and do what you want there and stuff like that. Okay. All right. If you want to just switch off your screen sharing for the time being, if you go back to your Chrome screen, we'll come back to everybody. Okay. Switch off screen sharing.
Oh, I don't know how to do that. Okay.
Don't. There you are. You switched off screen sharing. And the same with you, Reg. Right now. You want to switch off your screen sharing? We'll just say goodbye, and we'll stop the broadcast. So
Thank
anybody
you,
else?
That was really good. I really enjoyed that. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. There's lots of things, and the other thing is have a play with it. The only thing is, I will mention though, if everything doesn't work, there's an option right at the bottom of all those things of resetting everything back to what it was before. Okay. Reg, you still haven't returned back to the thing. The Chrome button at the bottom of the screen on your taskbar, yeah. And go to the one that says Google Hangouts. No, the one to the left, Reg. Okay, do it again. One to the left, the with screen to the left. No, that's it. And say you are screen sharing. Click on where it says you're screen sharing, and it'll stop the screen sharing.
You are
up higher, Reg.
I'm going. Bye.
Okay, Dwayne. We'll see you later. Bye.
You are screen sharing.
It'll stop the screen sharing. It should. No, it hasn't. Okay, go over to the left there and click on that. And it should stop the screen share. There you are. You're back to you, Reg. Okay, let's stop the screen share. All right, Diane's gone. We'll stop the broadcast now. I just mentioned anybody, if you want to watch this video again, you go to my webpage, and I'm going to screen share me and show you where my webpage is. I'm going to share. Okay. I'm screen sharing. Okay, whoops. And my web page is this, geoff.greg, greig.net.au. Okay, whoops. I put a comma instead of a full stop. That won't work. And if I go to that page, that's my web page. And anybody that wants to be in contact with me, my email address is here. Just click on that. It will take you to my email address and you can send me an email. If you want to go to this Gimp training, it's at the bottom of the screen there. Just click on that. There's Gimp training. And here we are. This is our recorded session, the session we've just done. If I click on that now, it'll take me to where we're currently recording it. I'll just pause it though. Paintbrush. There it was back at the beginning, earlier recording that we did. All right, so oops, I'll just pause that recording. Sorry. It's at the bottom of the screen there. Okay. Righto, so even though we're in it, we can actually go back and actually look at it again. So I'll just come back to you, Reg. Any questions, Reg, before I stop the recording?
No, I'll watch that video after lunch. That'll be interesting. And,
okay. And you can...
no questions at this stage, Jeff. Thank you very, very much.
Okay, last thing, do you want to do another session on this? Because we still only barely scratched the surface, but we can do more. Or you want to take a break for a while?
I'm happy to continue.
Okay, what day do you want to do it then?
Well, should we do it next Monday again?
Hold on, I'll just check my diary. You check your diary, I'll check my diary.
On the 20th.
Oh, that's not it. I'll come out of that. The diary. 20th. Yeah, I'm free at this stage. Okay. 9:30 again. Okay. I think Diane said she couldn't do it that day. We'll check with Diane. I'll send her an email and see if she wants to do it then.
Yes.
And if that's okay, we'll do it at 9:30. I'll put it tentatively down at 9:30 next Monday then.
Okay. Yeah, and you can let me know. Monday or Tuesday is good for me.
Okay. All right then. Okay. All right. We can say goodbye. I'll stop the broadcast. I'll just stop the broadcast now.